We're coming into a little side plank series. So elbow beneath shoulder, and we're gonna roll that up and press it. Everything in one line, feet, hips, ribs, shoulders, head, knees slightly ahead. All right, okay, I'm just gonna adjust ever so slightly. We're just gonna allow yourself to sink down here and then press up. So just like we did the shoulder blade glide, just think of this as a rib glide. Pressing up. And the press comes from underneath the armpit. We press, lift. Last one. Lift. Holding on to the weight now. You're gonna press through the forearm and shin, lift up into your side plank, and then lower down. Okay. And lower. Nice controlled movements. Arm is reaching over the chest. Keeping it in the same plane, like your body's in between two panes of glass, aside from your knees. I think belly button lifts up and in to help you lift up. This is 2. Last one. Holding there. You're gonna scoop under and then back up. Scooping under, back up. Threading the needle, static hold in the side plank. You can always drop the bottom hip if it becomes too much, or drop the weight. Lots of options here. We've got this gentle hold on the ball, helping us to activate our core. You things that bring up through the inner thighs, up through the core. 2 more here. And then we've got one last progression, and we'll set it down for a little release. So strong. You're gonna do a little dip and press lift. So a little dip and press tricep. Similar to what we did in the standing sequence. Tiny dip and press up. You're thinking press up from the underneath bottom armpit for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then set it all the way down. You can bring your legs into a mermaid shape and just reach side bend, stretching through what was our bottom side waist, releasing it there. Big deep breath, think laterally breathing out through the sides of the ribs. And then knitting the ribs together. We're gonna come back down onto the side. We're gonna take the pillow underneath the bottom side waist now, okay? If you don't have that, you can just lie all the way down. You're gonna prop up onto your elbow and take your hands here behind your head, or just the bottom hand. And then we're gonna take the weight onto the top thigh. Take the ribs in for me. We're gonna kick the leg side and then pull your knee in. Okay, so now we're focusing mostly on lower body, but I want you to still be connected to all that work we did to prep the lower side waist. So that entire bottom side here now feels nice and lifted, so you feel supported in this position. Again, you can remove the ball and always lay all the way down for a little more support, but think lifting off of the ball versus pressing down on it. Anyone else feeling the side of their bum here? Reaching long through the legs, so much core as well. On this next one, we're gonna hold it out long, tiny circles of the leg. Circle. Doesn't matter which direction you go in first. And circle. So small, but so effective. 2 more this direction. Let's reverse. Woo! Tiny circles. Give me 3 and 2 and 1. And then then bring the leg back in. Amazing. We're gonna press it on up. If you want, you can bring your leg, that was your top leg, around and find a little seated twist for me. Stretching out through the glute. And then we're gonna bring it on over. So we've got the side plank on the other side. Get your weight handy. We're gonna take the ball back between the knees now and find our alignment here, so everything in one line except for the knees. Let's start with our rib glides, sinking down and then pressing up through the forearm to lift. You can always take a hand there, it's really helpful. You can always think press hand lifts you up to find the sensation. Maybe you take it closer to underneath the armpit to find your lat and serratus there. The last one, we lift up. This is our baseline. We're gonna start to lift up all the way into our side plank now. Arm reaches above and then you lower down. If you need to adjust after the first rep, take the time. No point in doing it if you feel misaligned. And lower. Okay, you press through forearm, press through bottom shin to lift. You can imagine like you've got a wide belt on the lower abdomen and it cinches a few notches every time you lift. And it releases for you as you lower. You cinch. That's where the lift comes from, the core. 2 more here. Keep breathing. Last one. Holding there. You're gonna scoop under, threading the needle, and then press up overhead. Okay, scoop it on under, and press. You keep moving there. I'm gonna fix myself so that we don't have any non-PG slips. We scoop and press. Let's do 2 more. Ooh, got a little crack there. Last one. Still nice and tall in the arm. Little dip, press, and lift. Okay, so you lower the hand and press, tricep lift. Ribs are in. We've got 4. It's amazing upper body strength, you guys. Be proud here. For 3. If you've dropped out of it, jump back in. Last one. Woo. And lower it on down. Bring your legs into a mermaid for a quick release. Side bend stretch. So important to release the tension between these sets. I'm looking under my armpit and my arm is literally visibly shaking. And then we go back down. So, short sequence continuing on this side. Taking the ball between the bottom side waist now, coming down on your elbow. Getting everything aligned here. And again, we're continuing that lift through the bottom side arm. Top hand meets the leg with the weight. We're gonna start to kick the leg outside in line with the body and bring it back in. Okay, so leg goes side and in. So we still have the wide belt on and you're thinking it cinches a few notches every time you kick the leg out now for support. Okay, the more core support you need as the leg goes side. Okay. You've got 4. Think getting longer from crown of head out to toe. For these last 2. And 1 hold. Tiny circles. Doesn't matter which direction you go in. The circle is coming from deep in your hip. Breathing in and out. Let's do 3 more this direction. And let's reverse, up and over, up and over. Woo. You got 4. Weight's no joke. 3. 2. Last one. Amazing. Dropping the weight down now, pressing on up. Maybe we take the seated stretch here. Finding a nice twist. Stretching out through what was our top glute, just to release a little bit there. Big deep breath in and out. We're gonna come to a seat to finish off.